going, Dragon Ball Super fans? UnrealEntGaming here today bringing you my official review for Dragon Ball Super Episode 20, Jaco's Warning. Freeza and 1,000 soldiers are fast approaching. Now, this episode, guys, pretty much, again, was a recap, similar to last week's episode, to Resurrection of F. We get to see Freeza on his ship. Quite a few things happened in this episode that we haven't seen in the movie, in particular, Goten and Trunks interacting with Jaco, which was pretty cool because we've never seen a Goten or Trunks in Resurrection F, so seeing them come back was actually pretty cool. They had different attires, so and just interacting with Jaco, I mean, he just pissed them off. I mean, Jaco was really pissed off by the actions that both Goten and Trunks took upon him. But needless to say, guys, Freeza has been resurrected. He is on the ship. He's pretty much talking to Sorbet, Shisami, and Tomoa about Earth. He's talking about the Goku and whatnot. You know, very similar to Resurrection F. And one thing I will note is the fact that I do enjoy the fact that he's referencing Lord Beerus and he's referencing Majin Buu on the fact that King Cold specifically told him never to challenge those entities to a fight. But the one thing that was brought up in the chat room, along with a few other people that I've seen, are the fact that they removed the line to where it says Frieza is pretty much training to, you know, reach a power level of 1.3 million, which is pretty cool because that never made any sense, you know, like, especially in terms of power levels. Even though power levels are complete BS in Dragon Ball, having Frieza reach a power near 1.3 million just makes no sense at this point, given the circumstance that Goku, Vegeta, Beerus, and all those other characters have a power level far beyond 1.3 million. But then, as we saw, I really expected for Frieza to kill off some of his men as he did in the movie, and that did not happen. Actually, it was a very different tone. So that leaves me to believe that they're definitely going to go on ahead and change a lot of things up, just as they did in the Battle of Gods arc, because the movie from Battle of Gods and the story arc of Battle of Gods are completely different. So that just leads me to believe that they're definitely going to change some stuff up, including the gimmicks that they're going to have with Captain Ginyu, because we all know Captain Ginyu is going to return, and he's going to do somewhat of a spoiler. Just a spoiler alert, somewhat of a body swap with one of Frieza's soldiers. What was really cool to note, again, was the fact of seeing Goku and Vegeta train with Whis, and then alongside, you know, now they're fighting each other. So in this episode, we see them fight, which was really cool because when was the last time we ever saw Goku versus Vegeta, like, legitimately, aside from the Majin fight they had? That was really cool. So they're fighting, they're kicking each other, they're punching each other, and Whis is paying attention here. Whis is definitely, like, taking notes of this, and then obviously they're backing up, they collide, both of their fists hit each other, and then, like, right then and there, there's like a blue aura that emits, and everyone is shocked. Goku was shocked, Vegeta was shocked, but Vegeta had like a giant grin after he figured out, like, what was going on. And then we see Lord Beerus. He obviously wakes up, he's walking around. Goku and Vegeta, they come back down, they're talking to him. Beerus sneezes and blows up an entire planet, which is really cool. So very similar to Resurrection F, guys, nothing out of the ordinary. The only cool thing for me was the fact that we get to see Goten and Trunks interact with Jaco, and we get to see Goku versus Vegeta for a very brief moment. I'm guessing that Whis made them train against each other to see where they stand in terms of power and stuff. So again, in next week's episode, we will get to see Frieza arrive on Earth, and we get to see the Z Fighters pretty much interact with him and battle his men. We get to see Krillin shave his head. He's calling Bulma and stuff. He's pretty much informed that Frieza is coming, and he was vastly approaching Earth. The one thing they didn't really show was how Frieza got strong. Now, I am pissed off about this because I've always wanted to know. I've always wanted to know how Frieza got, you know, the way he is now. Like, how did he achieve that level of power? They obviously did a time skip, and for me personally, I strongly disagree with that idea, because for me, I really want to see what Frieza is all about. I really want to see how Frieza increases in strength. I want to know how Frieza gets so strong, and obviously in this episode, they did not show us what was going on. They did not reveal how he trained, who he was training with. All they pretty much did was they skipped a giant freaking piece of time, and now towards the end we get to see him approaching Earth. So that leaves me to believe that I don't think that they're going to explain why or how he became golden in the first place, aside from the fact that they just might go on ahead and do flashbacks, which I believe may happen with Goku and Vegeta, because I don't think they're going to have enough time to tell the story of Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, or Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan God Blue, whatever you want to call it. And I was really expecting and hoping to see some sort of origin behind Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan and Golden Frieza. I think that comparing this to Battle of Gods, this is like jumping in right away. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, I do want to see Resurrection F. play off in Dragon Ball Super. At the same time, I want to see it leave just as fast as it came, because again, I am highly anticipating this God of Destruction tournament that's going to come with Champa and Beerus. That's one thing that I'm dying to see. I understand they're going to fast forward everything, and they're just going to bring out everything all at once. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because that leaves out a lot. But this week's episode, guys, like I said, it was very slow-paced. Recaps of Resurrection F. And personally, for me, I don't really have a problem with it, aside from the fact that they didn't explain Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, and they didn't explain Golden Frieza's transformation. They never pretty much told us how he trained or who he trained with again, and that was a giant chunk that was left out. So overall, guys, this was a very enjoyable episode if you guys are just looking to mellow out. Like, if you're asking questions about Frieza and the Super Saiyan God transformation, it's not going to be answered in this episode. But what's really interesting to know is the fact that Frieza pretty much, he didn't kill Togmoa. He was still there, you know what I'm saying? And that's pretty crazy, because in the movie he killed him, like he blasted him out the ship, and in this movie he's alive. So, well, excuse me, in the show he's alive. I said movie. But let me know what you guys think down below on the overall episode yourselves. Did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? And what kind of changes do you guys think we're gonna see in Resurrection F? Let me know down below, guys. Once again, thank you all for watching. If you guys are Dragon Ball fans, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for all the latest news, information, and updates. If you guys enjoyed the review, don't forget to smash that like button with the power of 1,000 Super Saiyan Gods. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. Tune in for the official breakdown of this episode and a sneak preview into next week's episode in my next video coming up in about an hour or so. So once again, guys, thank you all for watching. Tune in for more, and I will be seeing each and every single one of you guys in the next episode. Take it easy, guys. Peace.